then, Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Boro pride. Now then, it's episode 33 of TED Talks, the Ted Hanky Podcast. I'm sorry if I sound a bit deflated, but I'm just really annoyed with my beloved Middlesbrough Football Club getting beat off bottom of the league, shite Luton Town. So I'm just a bit disgruntled, you know what I mean? I've not really prepared properly for my show. I've got like no real substance. It's just switch off now. It's going to be rubbish. Don't listen. I will make it work for you. I promise. This is what I'm good at. You know what I mean? That and cunnilingus. Anyway, thank you to the sponsors of the show, Boro Fan TV, Showcase Comedy, and JokePit.com, the comedy box office. So, I suppose I'll say strap your lugs in like I do every week and prepare yourself for the podcast ride of your life. Yeah. Okay then, so I just don't know what I'm going to do this week. I've not prepared anything for the show and that, and I've just been sat around in my underpants doing fuck all really. Hang on, there's Mala. I can see him out the window. Right, he's been, his lass has kicked him out. Right, he's been fucking squatting. He started squat. Right, I'm just going to give him hang on, knock on this window, Mala, get in here.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Oh.
Coming in. All right, mate. All right.
Oh, hey, all right, Ted. How's it going?
Yeah. All right, listen, I'm just telling the listeners out in podcast world there about your new squatting manoeuvres.
Yeah, well, listen, right, it's not squatting. I've told you, like I told you, people are trying to break into your shed, and you need Malaman. I'm the armed security in there. Honestly, I've got one of them little box that you get from the tipper, them wooden ones.
Yeah.
I'll see them all off, man. They're all, since I said all them porn mags are in there the other week.
Oh.
People have been in every couple of minutes looking through the window, and I've been going, get out of it. And well, Mala's here, run for it, lads. You know what I mean? So I'm not squatting really. I'm like looking after, and my caravan's been towed, so it's handy as well.
Right, yeah. So we revealed all the secret goods of my shed last week, so people are now trying to break into it, is what you said. Have we got one of them stickers up saying this shed is guarded by Malagard?
No, well, what I've actually done is I've just took a photo of myself and whacked it on the outside.
What, in the Poundland with the policeman in the Poundland where it's just like a sticker in the window? Is that what you've done?
Like that, but it's just me doing a point and going, well, do you know what I mean?
I'm going to have to go and have a look. I'm going to have to go and have a look at this after we've recorded
it's class,
this.
Man, it's class. Hopefully this is my shed protection game that I'm going to start going on. Do everyone keeps everything dodgy in the shed and that. So, I think it's a good game and it'll be all right for me. But honestly, I've made myself a nice little house out there. It's class.
It's probably a good business scheme, this, Malik, because if you think about all the offshore lads when they're going away, they won't leave all of their drugs in the house with their lass, will they? Because she's probably a beakhead, you know what I mean? So they lied it in the shed, won't they? Probably with a couple of Breitling watch receipts and some Vivienne Westwood trainers that don't want to get mucky.
Yeah, listen. Their lasses. No, I mean, listen, right, there's nothing wrong with offshore lads, having a bit of getting on the party train, you know what I mean? Coming down from a big enough shore in Aberdeen. They get on the party train and they have a drink in there. And when they get home, they have a bit of cash. But I think that article was shocking. I read that, after you said about it. What I did is I went down the Evening Gazette offices, which I usually do, because I used to be a Gazette salesman, number one, And I went, let's have a look at your online stuff. And they showed us it, and I went, you bang out the water there, they're the heart of our community, the offshore lads. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good point, yeah. I mean, some of them can't, put a sentence together, because you're telling, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll go up, I'm going downtown, Nana.
They're all beat them all down the club, me. They're all, they always come in, and they've always got like spare whiff and that, and they've always like they have a drink and they're like, hey, Mala, yeah, like have a little half of Bacardi and that, and like they've got class watches and mint trainers, man. I love them, me.
Yeah, some of them wear them like really, really sort of skinny tracksuit bottoms, don't they? That make the legs just look like it's the string from the tracksuit bottoms hanging down.
Yeah, well, you know, like when we had our offshore business ourselves off Redcar, do you know what I mean? When we took that wind farm as our own.
When we took over the wind farm, yeah.
Like I couldn't get that extension to reach across, so I couldn't sell any power. And then the busies clicked onto us. You know, like when we hooked up the lamppost to the house, like it was up with a wind farm. You know what I mean? Mallet and Ted's Offshore Limited, it was class.
Yeah, it was good, Dad. I was ashamed that fell.
Yeah, I know. Like, we were almost there as well, because I didn't quite have a Brittling watch, but we had them, like, Casio ones that were mint, you know, that had a calculator as well.
Yeah, it had a light as well, didn't it? It had a light. It's quite snazzy.
Never really had, like any, like, nice Alexander McQueen trainers. We had our old school, you know, our Pumas and whatnot, our green flashes.
I had some high-tech.
Well, and there was no, like, cocaine on now. We just did poppers, do you remember?
I know we do, because I sat down on my glasses case and it went straight up my bum. I didn't realise it relaxed you that much.
Yeah, that was class, that I remember it. And then I remember...
It wasn't, because I was looking all over for my glasses.
I went to the toilet that day and I looked down, I thought you were in the toilet because I could just see your glasses looking at me. I was like, Ted, I was jumping in, I was going, what are you doing? I went, he's drowning, man. And then glasses.
Yeah, it was strange. That.
I tell you what, mate. Like, listen, you can't be knocking the offshore lads. They are one of our own. I love a bit of offshore lad, mate. The class, the mint. And I tell you what, Evening Gazette, or whatever it is that you think you're writing them articles, you want to behave yourself. I tell you why, right? Because bouncers all of a sudden are going to be looking down at people, like going in the Keys or wherever they're going, and going, he's got fancy trainers on. He's not coming in here. But look at that bloke in flip-flops. He can come in. Or look at that bloke, like, who's got, like, bin bags around his feet, and he doesn't look like he has any money. He can come in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, do you know what? There's a way around this. And just for the listeners who don't know, this article about saying offshore lads are all driving the cocaine increase in mental health on Teesside. I did a little video on it the other day around this as well. Well, there's a way around this, Mala. What you do, right, is just keep your drugs in your pocket, but don't bring any keys with you. And when they're searching you, they'll go, he's got no keys on him, he's all right.
Is that always it? Yeah, I don't know. None of that stuff sort of me, you know what I mean? I'm all right, you know, with me 50 bob and that.
Yeah.
I'm constantly high on life and like 20 cans a day, obviously. But you know what I mean? Like, that's how I just live my life. Oh, and rollies. You know, Cliff every now and again. And, like,
I probably overindulge a little bit much in like having a tug, you know what I mean? I might have like 3 a day, which like, I'll always get me 3 a day in regardless, you know what I mean? Even if like I'm travelling, you know, I'll just try and sneak one out in like a train station or something. Yeah,
well, you have to do what you can, don't you? I mean, to be honest, since I've been living in the shed with all that porn, I've been knocking about 53 a day out. It's
good quality. It's good quality.
Yeah, unfortunately though, it's like the dying end of milking a cow now. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely now going on. It's horrible.
Yeah. No, mate. Listen, I've got a couple of laminated collector's editions in there, and I hope you haven't been tampering with them, because I'm going to take them on the Dickinson's Real Deal one day, or the Antiques Roadshow. So don't be like messing them up and that.
Yeah, I promise, man. Listen, like Mala's shed security business, your pawn is safe with me. Do you know what I mean? That's like basically what I'm going to say. I've got an update. I've got an update for you, Ted, while we're on with this.
Oh, right. Oh, I hope this is about your missing tracky top.
People in podcast land, right? Thank you very much, because, like, I tell you what, you're all little grasses, aren't you? I love yous, but like proper little grasses. Like, you're all like, hey, Mala, never guess what's happened, right? I tell you what, word got round the parish, and it only got back to Mala, didn't it? And I tell you what, the Art Foundation shop in Stockton didn't know what it did when I kicked the doors in the other day. And they were like, hey, Mala, we found this top fair and square. I went, well, did you? Well, honestly, there was backhanders being knocked out everywhere. Unfortunately, they were knocking me. Do you know what I mean? Because I never hit a woman. Like, and the batter does a bit, and then chucked us out. I went, get out, you scruffy, get. And then I was lying on the street in Stockton, and then the woman chucked me a Lessie top on us anyway, and she went, no one's going to buy that anyway. So mint. So thank you, Maras and Maresses, like in podcast land. You cheeky little grasses shoes, keep it up, you know what I mean? However, I have sprayed paint, as I have to, in massive letters, Ted's listeners are a grass. Like, because that's the law, you know what I mean?
What, on the shop window?
No, I've gone better. I've done it on that flyover at the 66 as you join, if you go to Cannon Park, so you can see it there.
Have you just put Ted's listeners, though? You haven't put my surname, have you?
No, I couldn't fit it on, you know what I mean?
Good.
And I think I've spelled listeners wrong, but... like, look at it, people, and thank you very much for helping Mallow out, but less of the grassing, you know what I mean? We are one of our own.
Collectively, we are one of our own, I'm dead happy you've got it back, mate, because that blouse we wrapped it up in last week. I was surprised you left it on for 3 days, to be honest. And then I got to lend you one of my own sweater shop jumpers, didn't I? That I used to have from 1992, 93.
That's like I've kept that now. That's mine. Do you know what I mean? That's now my new wedding top now.
Oh, well, we've got a couple of weddings coming, haven't we? Yeah, that'll be all right, yeah. I've just got myself some new dungarees as well. I'm going to look mint. Well, good, mate. I'm really happy about that, mate. So, how's the old tag situation going, mate? Have you got any closer to getting that removed off your ankle yet?
To be honest, right, I don't think having a fight with 2 people in a charity shop at Stockton at 8 o'clock in the morning's done me any favours, to be honest.
Yeah, certainly when the pensioners as well.
They're hard though, you know what I mean? Because they are Stockton pensioners, the proper harder than most pensioners. And I tell you what, I didn't even throw a punch there. They're just like, I walked in and they knew what I was after and they went, well, and they started knocking the bats out, man. It was mental. Right, I've told you before, I quite like it. Right, so at the minute, while the police aren't taking it back, I'm having it, you know what I mean? It's it's almost like part of my body now because I don't really wash that leg. So it's like drifting on a bit. I think in like a couple of years' time, it'll like be completely inside my leg. And
what, like in one of them science fiction movies where they've got like a telephone in their hand?
It'll be class, man. I mean, I don't know what it does yet, apart from tell the Rozzers that like I've left my house, but it's all right. They've put it onto your shed anyway, so they know where I am.
All right, that's all right then, mate. That's good. At least they know. And that's extra protection for me house and my pawn, isn't it? Yeah, having the Rozzers keeping an eye on you. That's like a good business model, that. Like, not only are you offering shed protection, but inadvertently, you've got the police backing you up.
Well, hi, man, I'm like Donny Brasco of, like, you know what I mean, pawn protection industry. That's what I'm doing. Like, and I love it, to be honest.
Do you think you'll branch out into DVD protection as well and possibly online passwords for, I don't know, for example, Pornhub?
Well, yeah, I could, because, like, I remember most things, as you know, because I've got an eidetic memory. So, like, I can, like I come up with some good passwords. So if you ask us, like, well, think of a password, Mala, I'd just say, how's a Google? Do you know what I mean?
All right, like, I've got one, right? Okay, then, right. Listen, my email account has been compromised. It's like Homeland, this, isn't it? Like, my email account's been compromised, right? Yeah. I'm getting sudden alerts. I need to change my password. What do I do, Mala? And what do I change it to?
Right. First of all, you need to send me 20 quid, right? But you can't send it just to me. You have to send it to my mate in Nigeria, and he, like, sends me 50p. I don't know how it works, but it's class. I've got, like, 2 quid so far. Right. After we do that, right, you just say to us, Mala, change my password, and then I'll send you like a mint one. I don't have any credit on my phone though, so I tie it to Gingus's collar and he runs round with it.
Right, got you.
You know what I mean? And like a password, you could open it up and it'll be something like special, like Boom Shanker was the last one we did. And that was that worked. But for some strange reason, all his money kept on going out of his account. Don't know what, it was nothing to do with me. Like, I haven't got it. He's telling us here, what's happening to all of this? I says, I don't know, man. He says, I need to change my password again. So we did the same thing again. His money kept on going. But I tell you, that's nothing to do with me.
Oh, no. It's probably that African prince who we know quite well. You know, we Skyped as well. He seems nice enough, but...
King David, he's class, man.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, like, honestly, he loves it. He is one of our own as well.
We've accepted him. We've embraced him into the Teesside parish, haven't we?
He's mint, Yeah. He's probably one of us.
Even though he's in Uganda.
Yeah, and I never get to speak to him because every time I do, he's always like, oh, I'm busy, come back, Mala. And like, never good. But then when I send him an email saying, oh, man, we've got another like password to change here, you're going to help us out. He just says, send the 20 quid. gives me 50 quid feedback, and then like we sort it. Yeah, I don't know what he's actually doing here, because like I just send him all the stuff, but I do all the work.
Yeah, it's a bit unfair, isn't it?
It is, man. It's lucky he's like got the gift of the gab, man. He's class.
Mm. Anyway, when you went storming into that charity shop, mate, I want to thank you for bringing me back my little present. I'm going to introduce it to the listeners later on. My little robot that you got me. But before we move on to the robot section, what about the Boro against Luton Town? Oh my God! Did you watch it?
Yeah, everyone knows I got ejected at half time from that game, didn't I? Not because like I did out wrong. It's just I hadn't paid in the first place. Do you know what I mean? I just got a bit of a squeeze. You know where the smoke was going at the East Stand?
Yeah,
I stood talking to like one of the stewards, and when he looked away, I just went in behind someone who was having a pipe. And I got in there. But then the quarter at half time, you know what I mean? Trying to like minesweep all the beer. And I got kicked out. But I'd have left anyhow, man, because I was furious. I mean, we've took 1 point off Luton, who were easily the worst team in any land in any game that you'd ever see. And we've took 1 point off them all season, man.
Shite.
Furious. And what's the crack with sticking 4 strikers on all the time? He's not playing sensible world of soccer, would he? Get it sorted.
4 strikers. It was like when I used to walk Mrs. Marshall's dogs, and I used to take them on the field. She had 4 Jack Russells, and I used to just let them off, and they used to just all run after this ball. There was no formation. They didn't even know each other. One of them had a shit.
That's good, because wasn't one a big lanky crap one, and one was a big fat little one that could barely move. So I think that's a good analogy, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I was so disappointed with that though. 4 strikers on, and we didn't have 1 shot on target. What's going on? You know, it wasn't long. Like I think it was just before Christmas. We were having a lovely spell of form, and morale was really high. All the Boro fans were absolutely loving it, and now we're back to square one, where we've dropped points against who was the shit team the week before, that 2-2 windy draw. Can't believe.
Right, I tell you now, mate, I know exactly what you think here, but let me tell you, Woodgate needs to stop playing sensible world of soccer tactics, because that's exactly what he's doing. I know, man, because I used to play him myself, and you know me, I've still got that game. Play it every night in the shed.
Yeah.
And if you put 4 strikers up front, it's absolutely, you know what I mean? That's what you're going to get. And you're right, we were lucky against Wigan. Do you know what I mean? They're playing rugby anyway, don't they?
Well, the amount of time they were on their asses, you might as well have,
all we needed was, like, you know what I mean? The Northern League Pelly Wingy to come up and, like, start smashing them everywhere. But you know what I mean? Me and the lads in the club, like, we are proper upset with Woody at the minute. Do you know what I mean? But you never know. Like, if everything does go, like, backwards, he could go offshore, couldn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Well, he's probably got enough Breitling watches himself already to go out there. He might be able to knock them out. Yeah, I know. I hope he turns it around. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to do all right, but apparently he's got one of the worst starts to a season the Boro boss has ever had.
Well, do you know what I mean? He's got one of the best haircuts also, you know, swing the roundabout kid.
Oh, I don't know, I quite like Strachan's. I like Strachan's big hair.
Yeah, well, and he'd have been all right if he didn't look like one of the crankies. I quite liked Karanka's I didn't care mullet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was
like,
good.
Well, I'm going to look like I'm a Spanish weatherman and just be dead cool in that. But it didn't look like it was pouring down.
He looked like, like in an 80s cop film, but he's like the camp waiter who comes over undercover. Oh, hello, sir. Can I get you a drink?
I tell you what, right, this reminds me, I saw this story the other day, like, and it was class, and we were talking about awards, like Leo is and everything else. Never get what? Robbie Keane's dead hard, man. Right?
Oh, yeah, I've seen this,
He knocked out Edgar Davids, his class.
Yeah.
Edgar Davids turned up at Tottenham and he was like, well, I'm a class player, me.
Look at me gigs.
Look at me. Well, he did look class, like. And like Kane just went, I'm having none of it. And then he belted him. It was mint. I don't know. But have a proper hard bench, man. We are hard. We are Teesside. I'm happy with this.
Yeah. When you look at Robbie Keane, he has got like a really hard superhero face. You know what I mean? And then he can just give you that Roy Keane look as well, because that's his older brother, isn't it, Roy?
And then I tell you else, that the lead singer out of Keane's ad as well, because he had a fight at Glastonbury once and it's amongst I read that. Hey, that's the Keane. Yeah. You just call Keane.
Yeah. Don't be fucking looking at me like that. You're looking at me like that. I'll come over there and I will fucking bat you right in the fucking chops, mate. That's what I heard him saying to someone in the tunnel the other day.
You sounded like Mental Mickey from the club there, mate. You know what I mean?
I know, I've been working on that. Yeah, he's a crank Mickey. Yeah. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do, mate. Right? We're going to introduce the robot that you nicked me. Mate, it's class as well. It's a bit big, like. But I had
that down my jeans, man. It was mint. Didn't even notice as well.
It's you. Are you sure he didn't have you down his jeans?
No, I had down my jeans, man. He was class.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna switch it on. Did you hear that? How good's that?
Look at him, he's class.
I know. Like, so we're going to call him the Red Car Robot because he's from Redcar or Redcar. I don't know.
And I was him in a shop in Stockton, but
I know, but I think he's been around a bit. You know what I mean?
He does look like a red car. He does look like a red car sort of person, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks like you wouldn't trust him with your Christmas club savings.
Well, aye, man, he looks shifty.
Yeah, I think we'll call him, because of that famous robot called the Iron Giant. I think we'll call him the IRONOPOLIS Giant. Like that. It's got a Teesside link to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like he's like the bloke who plays darts for the IRONOPOLIS Club. That's what they call him, man. He's mint. He's got like a massive arm, so it's unfair. So he stands like the correct distance from the hockey and just sticks it in. Yeah, it's legal. It's legal, man.
Yeah. It's all about your feet behind the line, isn't it? If you've got big, massive go-go gadget arms, then I could imagine that. Like if I had one really, really, really incredibly long arm, do you reckon they'd change the rules and ban me from darts, or do you reckon I'd be the new number one?
I reckon they'd put you like better use than that. Like if you think about it, you could like put your hand down U-bends and unblock toilets and that if you wanted, or you could like put your arms in windows, or you could pinch birds' bums from like 2 seats away.
Oh yeah, I'd probably do that, and blame other people.
Well, it'd be class.
I'll be like a real life Mr. Tickle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was the last time you were in the Gazette, in the court pages. That's what they called you, didn't they? The real life Mr. Tickle.
They called me Ted Tickle. Ted Tickle, they called me. Sounds like testicle. Yeah. Anyway, right, back to the robot. So he's got this little feature on him, right? And it's a button here, right? And when you press it, it's just called the random generate year. And that's what it's saying. Yeah. And what it does, it's sort of, you press it and then it just gives you a random 4 numbers. I'm assuming it's a year. So I was thinking I'll press it, and when that number comes up, let's have a chat about some great things about that year. What do you think? Because he's got other subtopics as well. Like he's got a big fucking memory, and I press like another one, and it might tell us to talk about something.
Yeah,
so what do you think?
I'm up for that, me, like as long as I remember the year. But yeah, well,
yeah, right. I'll press it. I'll press it now. Hang on. Oh, 1992. 1992. Yeah. He's just got a little spiel he's going to do about 1992. I'll just let him do that now.
1992 was a leap year starting on Wednesday of the Gregorian calendar, the 1992nd year of the Common Era, and Anno Domini designations, the 992nd year of the second millennium, the 92nd year of the 20th century, and the 3rd year of the 1990s decade.
Oh, that was interesting. Very good. Right, well, let's press the subtopic button and let's see what he's going to enable us to talk about first.
Middlesbrough Football Club season 1992-1993.
The Boro season 92-93. Wow, that's a great one, that, mate. If I remember rightly, it was a tough year for the Boro, that, wasn't it?
I'm trying to remember, 92.
1992. What happens was, right? It was in the inaugural season of the Premier League, so it was like our first ever season in the top flight since I think when we were relegated in '88. So we were back in the top flight in 1992. And I think it was when we had Lenny Lawrence as manager, and there was no Gibbo. Was it Colin Henderson was his chairman's name?
I remember. Yeah. It was Wilco and Hendry in that one in the front class.
Wilco was top scorer that season for us with 15 goals.
Yeah, that was class. Hey, I tell you what, right? That was the team. I remember it had Alan Moore in, didn't it? And he was the next Ryan Giggs, except he turned out to be the next, Jamie Pollock. But but
Jamie Pollock was in that team as well.
He was. Aye.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, mate. I'll go through. I'll just press the button here because he's going to bring up. He does like this hologram on the wall. Robot, show me the Middlesbrough squad from 92-93 season. Oh, there we go. Look at that fella there. Fucking hell. So we've got how many goalkeepers? And Andy Collett.
Ian Ironside, do you remember him? His class.
Ian Ironside. Brian O'Horn, who was on loan from Millwall. No, I can't remember him. Got Percy, obviously. And Ben Roberts with his lovely hair.
Class. I don't even remember half of them defenders, man, that are on that.
No, I remember Kamada being on loan from Luton, though. He was, I liked his little tash on Kamada. And we all remember sort of Fleming and Morris and Nicky Mohan, don't we?
Chris Morris, man, loved him. Brill.
Chris Morris, Chopper Morris.
Class, man, I used to love this. There you look at that, right? I'm telling you now, you could probably play with this midfield now if these lads are in the peakers or wickets, right? You'd have Falconer, Hignett, Kavanagh, who I thought was mint, and Robbie Mustoe, and then you could have Stampy, Jamie Pollock there. Yeah. Class, man. What a mint midfield that would have been. Yeah, I'd have that now anyway. I'd get rid of half of them if we could have, you know what I mean? Graham Kavanagh back in, he was class. And when he got older, he kept a lovely head of white hair. Do you remember?
He did, didn't he? Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah, he had a proper, he looked old, but he was young. He was a bit of a deceiver. I liked him, me.
Look at that forward line as well. You got Wilco, you got Slavin, you got Hendry, you got Ignat. I don't remember Dwight Marshall being on loan from Plymouth Argyle.
No, I don't remember him.
Neil Illman. Don't remember him, man. Illman. Illman. I've got the shit.
I don't remember him either.
It's an interesting squad, that. I always thought, John Gittins was somebody who you would never trust to put your bin out. I don't know why. Just didn't look like you could trust him. But Alan Kernigan was a captain as well. He had a lovely... Did we sign him off Man City, or did Man City sign him off us? I can't remember. We had lovely...
I've got no abrupt citation on that. I'm not too sure. All I just remember when you're talking there, I'm thinking about John Gittins when he was class.
Yeah. Hang on. No, we sold him to Man City. There we go. We sold him to Man City. He made 202 appearances for Middlesbrough. We sent him to Charlton on loan at one point, but then he came back. And then Man City bought him in 1993.
I tell you what, right, that you would not get a team in the Premier League. Look at that, right. That team was playing against, you remember the Man United teams, of the time, that had Robbo and that playing for him, and he had Bruce and Pallister and all them mint players. And look at what we were kicking around with in the Premier League back then. That was just an achievement in itself. It was mint.
Yeah. Right, it's good that, right? We've covered Middlesbrough from 1992, a little bit 93, but that's what seasons last for. Right, press the button again.
Television programs.
Oh, TV shows from 1992. Oh, this is going to be interesting, right? I'm quite good at that. I've got quite a few interesting TV shows that spring to mind about 1992. See if you remember these, right? Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse started in 1992.
Danger Mouse?
Yeah, do you know Danger Mouse? Have you heard of it?
Yeah, that was like the little fella like with the eye patch on it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
92.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like before that. I wasn't sure.
It might have been. I don't know. I might have it wrong.
Yeah. I'm sure he was knocking about in the 60s or something, wasn't he? In 70s.
Yeah, give over, man. Give over.
I remember the little mousy thing he was like, used to do your head in.
Yeah. What else have we got on this list here? As Time Goes By with Judi Dench and Jeffrey Palmer.
What's that?
As time goes by. I think that's how it goes, the song. There's one here that's Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Do you remember that? He was like a PE teacher, I think, or something in America.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, I think what they do is he'd go out.
Do you know what I mean?
He'd take him down the park and give him white lightning, and then the next day they'd all be fucking hanging around his house like that. Yeah. And then he'd do something that he shouldn't.
I think it's a bit Jimmy Savile in money. Not happy with that.
No, it says here Soccer AM started in 1992.
Yeah, I can't remember that, but I tell you what, I do remember. It's Gladiators.
Gladiators, yeah.
With Jet.
Mate.
She was mustard there, wasn't she?
I remember being in Rebels Gym in Stockton, and Jet was in there, and she was on, them leg machines where like it looks like you're just opening up and doing a fanny fart. And I was just watching for ages. I was just pumping like one dumbbell on my left arm for like 45 minutes as I was watching her doing these leg things. And my left arm was massive at the end. Like I had a fucking massive left arm. But I remember like Jet. I remember when she stood up and got off the sort of seat and stuff like that. It was all moist, and I went over and I sniffed it.
Oh, yeah, man. I used to Jet used to stalk me like she was from Billock, wasn't she? Like she'd always be like coming down. Do you remember when they had the market stall in the early 90s? She'd be turning up like pleading for like me to sell her some bananas or whatever, and she'd be like, "Oh, hey, Mala," and I used to be like, "Hey, Jet, I've told you, I'm working, Anna. You got to leave me alone, girl. It's constant day and night coming round my house and that. I'm having none of it." But she'd like, "Oh, hey," and I'd be like, "Hey, make yourself useful." And that's like how she got a name, Jet, because she had a voice like a jet engine, and like she'd go carrots like that, like in a proper class voice, and sell some carrots for us.
Hey,
carrots, yeah. And the producer went, "Here, I tell you what, love, right? Your voice is like a jet engine." So originally she was called Engine, but they said, "No, we'll call her Jet instead because it's like more sexy and that." Honestly, she used to stalk me. The girl was having none of it.
There's a TV show on here, right? And it looks like it's like a family TV show, but I think it might be from Middlesbrough because it just says a wacky scientist and his companions answer viewers' questions about science, and it's called Beakman's World. Do you reckon that's like a dealer, like out to make your own drugs and stuff like that?
Yeah, if you go on like Teesside Live or something, they've probably got one of them there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
They did have some class ones, like absolutely fabulous. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Like, men behaving badly as well. 92.
Man. Yeah, we're just posh birds and we're going to smoke loads of fags and that. And men behaving badly, we're like, hey, we're like just normal lads and we're going to smoke loads of fags and that. Hey, everyone was smoking loads of fags in 92. What's a crack, Do
you think like me and you were like a modern day men behaving badly now that you're living around our house and that?
Yeah, like I think so. Like, because I probably could be like, do you know, like the handsome lad in it? Can't remember what his name was. But
Clones.
I could probably be him, and you know what I mean?
You're more Clones than more Morrissey, because like that means I'll get like the flange.
No, you
I'll get the blonde nice one, you'll get the minger.
You're more like the singer Morrissey, you know what I mean? Like with your glasses and that, and like you like swinging flowers around your head. I've seen it. I was looking through the window the other day, like I was going to ask you what you were doing.
I was weeding, you fucking dickhead.
You weeding in the house?
Yeah, they're growing everywhere, mate.
You need to put carpet down, though, I'm telling you. I'm not trying to grow carpet veg there, but you know, I've told you, man, they need sunlight to come.
You've got to maximise your space when it comes to veg, Mala. Carpet veg is something that I'm going to take on Dragon's Den one day and become very famous.
Right, hang on. I've got a text off Jet here. She's just texted us, man. Have a look at that. Mala, I'm listening to the podcast. Get yourself round here. And What does that say? Can you read that?
It just says wash your balls.
Wash your balls. Oh, yeah.
Did you have salty balls last time or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I've got everybody with me. I've got Falcon. I've got Laser.
Oh, have they got that really tall one? Lampshade, whatever she was called. Lampshade's round. I'm coming round.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Like, Rhino's round as well.
Mate. Well, they're just the door lads from the Garrick.
They are, man. I've seen Wolf, man. He's class. Well, there you go. Like, I'll be round Jets later on. I wonder if she still lives in... Hang on, let me text. What's your address, Petal?
You'll carry on flirting. I'll carry on with the podcast, man.
No, man. Hang on. She's writing. Hang on. Billog. Yeah.
She's not a woman of many words, is she, Jet?
No, just Billog. Sure. She's just put Billog. Bring Ted. Yeah, we're in Ted.
Right there. Let's wrap this up quickly.
Finishing the podcast. Hang on. Yeah, class. Yeah,
there was one show we didn't touch on there, mate, as well, what I remember. Not only was Melrose Place in 1992, but do you remember Golden Palace?
Golden? Is that like where you wee on someone?
It's a place you go to do it. No, it was a spin-off of the Golden Girls, right? And if I remember rightly, right, Dorothy, who was like the thick grey-haired one, not the slaggy one who was Blanche. Dorothy got married, and then Blanche, Rose, and Sophia opened up a hotel. It only lasted one year, one series, because it was shite.
Yeah, it sounds proper shite. That, like, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
really does. Yeah, like 92, right? You can't have 92 without some music, right?
Music.
And I tell you what, because I've just been thinking about this, because I've just had a look on all my albums and that, right? Some of the best music ever, proper Teesside, proper loving it, Rhythm is a Dancer by Snapman. Do you know what I mean? Class.
Yeah.
Used to get that on the Mal, you know what I mean? Rhythm is a dancer, Mal's off his nut again, Mal is dancing everywhere.
Yeah.
The pizza shop at 2:00 in the morning, and everybody sells his wares. Class, man.
I remember in the Mal, they used to always hide the microphone when you were on the dance floor. They couldn't let him have the microphone.
And then they had Easy Good. Do you remember that? The Shaman. Do you have the album, Ted? Boston. Yeah. Do you remember it? You played it?
I did it on vinyl, yeah.
Vinyl. And then like Dead Hard lads that sang Deeply Dippy, who were like proper hard and that.
A couple of hard nuts, aren't they? Yeah. Rock Hard Fred.
Fred, man, like proper hard lads. He had like bald heads and that, look like Bouncy Russell tops and that. Like
dead masculine. Some good songs, wasn't it? In '92, you had. I quite like some of the other type of songs, like Shakespeare's Sister Stay and Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. They were good songs.
I never really bothered with like Whitney Houston or not like that back in the day. Do you
remember when I went in the karaoke at the Market Tavern and sang Charles and Eddie, Would I Lie to You?
Yeah, like, listen.
Look into my eyes, you pigs pies, would I lie to you, Mala, would I lie to you? And then you'll go, oh yeah!
Yeah, like, you're going to back me up here, right? And I tell you now, people in Podcast Land, this is why you do not trust a Geordie, right?
Never trust a Geordie, I'll reiterate that point.
And it's plain to see that Jimmy Nail ripped that song off from me, Mala, right? I wrote that song, right? And I performed it in the Eston Labour Club, right? And just so happened to be there, it was only Jimmy Nail, wasn't it? And I spied him in the corner and he's writing it down. Like, I saw him and I was singing it. I was just making it off the top of my head. Do you remember, Ted? And
I do.
Like, we're no down, it's plain to see. No one wants to fight Mala and me. He changed it a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm telling you now, don't trust a Geordie, don't trust Jimmy Nail, because that was my song, and he released that later on in the world. I was devout.
Yeah. And then the last one that really stands out for me there is... Hey dear, buddy, oh, I'm an idea, buddy, oh, I'm an idea, oh, I'm an idea, hey, that was
on the moon, that one.
Oh, yeah, on a rocket ship, man. That's all I know about it.
You can't do one more, bro. You've got to have one more, right? Because I tell you what, Outer Space Prodigy, probably, he's class, man. Do you remember that?
He used to call it that, didn't he? I'm gone sending to outer space to find another race.
Everybody in the place, let's go, everybody. He's class, man.
Yeah. And then they'd all do loads of drugs and then just go to sex parties.
Well, all them lads are now working offshore, so you know what I mean? There's loads of lads, you know what I mean? At least you're keeping the trainer industry going. You big watch beautiful lads, yes. All your girls so we can go down. So we can go down the arm and clean up, you know what I mean?
You might have perfect teeth, Keith, but when I'm round your lasses, I'm not wearing no sheath. That's my little rhyme I do there about shagging offshore wives.
Leave the lads alone, man. The class, I love them. You couldn't have a Teesside without offshore lads. They're the only people who earn any money in Teesside for the start, so the rest of us are all be knacked. Do you know what I mean? There'd be absolutely no money.
Well, apparently they're keeping psych, triads and drug dealers afloat. So,
which is quite funny because most drug dealers are suspect of psychopathic triads.
That's good. I love how you do these seamless links lately, Mala.
Well, you know what I mean. I've got a gift.
Hang on, let me just the red card up off before these batteries go. See you later, IRONOPOLIS GIANT.
Anyway, listen, my alarm's going to go off in a minute because I've been half an hour without looking after the shed, trying to run a business here, Ted, you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry, mate. You'll get back in there.
Do us a favour, will you, kid? Give us 2 knocks and drop us a pot of noodle in about 10 o'clock. It's getting cold out there, Mara.
I will do, mate. Did you want last night you just wanted a cup of gravy? Do you want another cup of gravy before bed?
You can't beat a cup of gravy.
One big cup of gravy coming up.
Gentlemen, people in podcast land, I love you all, and I'll speak to you another day, I suppose. Right, Ted, I'll speak to you later, kid.
Nice one, yeah. She's Mala, go and get back in the ship.
Don't just walk in, I might be busy.
All right, mate. Just pull the blinds over when you get in there.
You mean the newspaper?
Yeah.
All right, see you later, Matters.
See you, mate. See you. There he goes now, just walking outside into the window. You're supposed to open the door, Mal. He's just walked into the door's he passed. He's kicking it now. Fucking hell. Mala there, my good mate Mala, who's now apparently kind of living with me, although he is squatting in my shed with the spiders and the jazz mag spiders' legs as well. Very good. So, good. That, yeah. It's my favourite part of the show, Matters, where you've asked me a question on the social media, my Facebook page primarily, and I just have a read of them now and I answer them with me heart and my soul. So, I'll put a little bit of shifty music on. Oh, I like this one. Good. And first question from Tom HUFC. Did DG Barlow leave her glasses in her will for you, Ted? No, she didn't, Tom. It was DG Rashid. Get your Coronation Street facts right, you Doyle. John Burns. If we expect the unexpected, doesn't that make the unexpected expected? Thoughts, Ted? It's a very good point, that, John. Probably you've thought about that too much. I would say you're correct with what you say in their statement, because if you are expecting the unexpected, when the unexpected happens, it's expected, unless it was unexpected to begin with and you were already expecting it when the unexpected happened. I hope that cleared that up for you there, John. Craig Oakley. Ted, what's your secret? She's under the patio. I don't know what you mean by that, Craig. What's your secret? See me good looks? I brush my teeth 3 times a day. I get my hair done quite regularly as well. It's all natural, good, plant-based products that I use for both teeth and hair. I manicure my nails, I moisturise my face. I do my own shaving of the gooch. I won't let someone else do that for me. I think it's a part of a man that you've got to enjoy doing yourself. There's nothing better than, being sort of sat in the bath with your legs over your head, shaving your bum hole, and occasionally, if you're a big chap like me, it can pop in your mouth, so it's a nice treat. But yeah, that's my secret. I look after myself, so good question, Craig. Lee C. Harrison, does Elton John know you'd nicked his glasses? What's the fucking thing with my glasses tonight with these Doyles, No, he doesn't, because I just got a spare pair of him, which he bothered me. Leighton Poole, best place to get a Parmo. Borges in Stockton, won the World Parmo Championships yet again, and my mate Joe runs it, and he's a nice lad, and the Parmos are proper mint. Give them a try. Borges in Stockton. Well, Borges, I always put an S on the end. It's Borges Restaurante. Look it up. Tom Booth, where we're going on next lad's holiday. I don't know if I've missed a trick here, Tom, but I don't remember being on the last one, but I was a bit drunk, so if you were there, mate, I'm really sorry. I quite fancy going to somewhere like Greece, where it is rife with flange between the age of 23 and 33, which I like to call my optimum flange number. So let's go to Falaraki and let's get some flanny. Okie doke. Next question here. Mike Barraclough, if you were on an island with Susan Boyle and Anne Widdecombe and your survival depended on you giving them a ride on the old trouser salami, who would you do first and why? Don't even need to think about this. Boyle all the way. She's a racy little minx. She's an absolutely racy little minx, Boyle. I'm a big fan of the bush. She looks like she'd be maintaining and carrying one of those. And she's also a multi-millionaire. So when we got off that island, she will be forever grateful for me servicing a big Scottish growler and probably give us a few quid in that, you know what I mean? Schmeichel Wheatley, if I had 4 apples and Leroy took 3 of them, what colour is Leroy? It's easy that, he's blue. Next question, Robert Smith. Question, serious. Caroline Flack death, was it suicide due to depression, or was it to avoid going to court to relive the moment she was accused of hitting her boyfriend? Well, that's just put a real downer on like me silly podcast, hasn't it? I can't believe I've read that out, but I suppose I've got to keep it in because I have commented on Caroline in the past when I've done my Love Island videos and stuff like that, and she just seemed really lovely, and she's very attractive and very friendly, and a lot of people liked her, and it was just really sad that people don't know what's affecting people and what leads people to make these decisions. I mean, just going back to Stockton-on-Tees, on the bridge in Stockton, that's becoming a bit of a suicide hotspot, like people jumping off the bridge and stuff like that. And it's sad. I'm getting all serious now, matters, because, listen, if you've got problems, right, you need to speak to someone. Speak to a mate, speak to your wife, speak to your kids, look out for people who are saying that they're all right and they're not, because they're probably not, are they? You know what I mean? So you need to just ask them again, and don't be afraid to ring the Samaritans or whatever and speak to people. That's all I'm saying. So no silly answers for that one, Robert, but I think it was a very nice not a nice question, but I can see why you asked it, and I hope you appreciate my answer, mate. Okie doke. Now let's get back to the silly shit. What's this? Here we go. Mick Oldfield, do you like Elton John? Did you pinch his gigs? Is this like some type of fucking conspiracy, Mick, between you and bloody, what's he called, Lee C. Harrison? Like, have you both messaged you and went, let's I've got something dead funny here. Let's message Ted and see if he gets his gigs off Elton John. If I took Elton John's gigs, right, they'd be worth a fucking fortune. I wouldn't be wearing them, would I? I'd be eBaying them, or I'd be selling them to a super fan. Tim Sawdust. God, I hope you're a joiner, mate, with a name like that. Wow. Pissing down here in Barbados, therefore barricaded in for the day, drinking tea and chomping cheese on toast. Question, Marmite or Worcester sauce on that cheese? Worcester sauce. Marmite is like smegma of the penis. Never eat it. Never eat Marmite. Disgusting. But I do like your name, Tim. Tim Sawdust. Maybe he's a joiner. Maybe he's just a very diligent cleaner. And he's always seeing dust. Daryl Simpson. All right, Ted, you twat. No need for that, like, fucking hell. Serious question. Milk before or after water when making a cup of tea? Our lass puts the milk in before the water. The dopey bint. Well, Daryl, I'm afraid I'm on the same level as your dopey bint of a wife or missus or whatever she is. Could be a cow, maybe that's where you get your milk. I don't know. But yeah, I put my milk in first. I put my tea bag in. I then pour the hot water in. I then swallow the tea bag around and squeeze it to get to the optimum darkness and strength of my tea that I do like, and then I'll pop a quarter of a spoon of sugar in, not a full one, not half a one, a quarter, because I'm cutting down on my sugar intake, and I will stir it and drink it, and I will love it. And I don't think it makes any difference at all if you do it the other way around, so people need to get a fucking life. Here we go, next question. Phil Harvey Crossland. Ted, answer this, could you? My gaffer is Boro born and bred season ticket holder. When are they going to start winning again so I can hang on. I'll read this again because he's clearly typed this with his cock. My gaffer is Boro born and bred season ticket holder. When are they going to start winning again so I can coincide the event with asking for a pay rise? All I would say there, I'm going to look at you there, Phil, and it's the same answer for Middlesbrough starting to win again, mate, is I wouldn't hold your breath, pal. I really wouldn't. Yeah. Wendy McGee, you're brilliant. Well, cheers, not a question, but I'll take the compliment. Thanks, love. Matthew Akko Adkin, just wondering, where do you go to get your haircut, mate? Also, is it true, if your life is in a mess, you should take the National Express? Because our mum always made me take the 63. Funny that, I used to always get the 69 with your mum. I did a mum joke, Matthew. I'm joking, mate. Don't batter us. I used to get my hair cut years ago at Wixie's in Thornaby Town Centre up on the flyover. He was a lovely man. Used to give a good cut and occasional shampoo as well. Now I go to Puffy Derrick, who's one of Jolie's mates. When she says he's mate, I'm sure he's shagging her. Puffy Derrick, and he does a nice cut and blow dry for me, and I get that done every 3 weeks. So I hope that clears that up for you there. And if you need putting in touch with Puffy Derrick, I'll put you in touch with him on Grindr. Duncan Phillips. All right, Ted. I was at a comedy show last Thursday and Neil Bowser was there. He was, because I was there as well, wasn't it, Duncan? And we've both seen him. And I got chatting to him in a bar and I told him about your keepy up skills and I gave him my details and showed him your video. He laughed and told me to fuck off. But then on Saturday night after the game, he phoned me asking for your details and I told him to fuck off. Hope I did the right thing. Well, do you know what? Bowser's missing a trick there. I seen him. We could have had a chat. All I had to do was get a picture of me signing a piece of paper like he does with all the other ones. And there you go. I'd have made a difference against Luton. I'm telling you now, because I'm not shit. The next question here, Kevin Brown. Primula or Darily? Always Darily, you mucky twat. And final question of the show is from Johnny Ludley. Why does my earwax smell like pig's wee? It's an interesting medical question there. Have you by any chance been putting pig's penises in your ear? No, rule that out. The only other thing I can think of, mate, is you've got a serious yeast infection within your ear, and you need to seriously get it looked at, because what it can do, it can rot your brain, and then suddenly you just die. You just die immediately, mate, from pig wee in the ear, so be very very, very careful about that. All right, Johnny. Thanks. Thanks for your questions, everyone. Good. Yes, some nice questions there, some good ones. Some, I'd like to say, some prearranged shit ones as well. A lot of new people commenting and asking questions, which is good. So that means the podcast is growing. So thank you very much. Yeah. Good. Well, what an interesting show that was there. I hope you didn't mind Mallet dropping in, and I hope you didn't mind me introducing you to the red car robot, the IRONOPOLIS Giant. I might make him a regular feature. It was quite good, that, yeah, a bit randomising of years and pulling out some key facts in that. Thank you very much for your questions. Thank you very much for listening. Please share the podcast around on social medias, invite your friends. It's on my website, tedhanky.com as well. It's on YouTube, it's on iTunes, it's on Stitcher, it's on Spotify, and it's on Podbean and other podcast providers as well. If you've not done so, please go to iTunes or Stitcher and leave me a 5-star rating and a nice comment, because it helps me get up the podcast charts, where I am currently #1 comedy podcast in Liberia. That's right, Liberia. Yeah. So I was trending at 7 in Kazakhstan at one point as well, but I've dropped from. I sort of teeter around the the 50s of the UK, and then I end up dropping as time goes on into like the 150s. So, but we have been up to #7 before in the podcast charts. #7. You know what I mean? We were just below RuPaul's fucking Drag Race and above Phil Wang, and just below Sarah Pascoe, famous people. So we can do it, people. Get me back up there. I just also want to thank the sponsors, Showcase Comedy, who put on great comedy nights, Boro Fan TV, who've got some great online fan content and, support the Boro, and then jokepit.com, the comedy box office, where you get all your tickets for all the comedy gigs and that, you know what I mean? And speaking of which, I've been asked to be the face of a mini sort of indie festival coming to Stockton on July the 10th and July the 11th. It's a weekend. I'm not going to be performing a show, but I am going to be promoting this festival with lots of videos and social campaigns and stuff like that. And we've got some amazing Edinburgh preview shows coming. Now, the festival is called the Last Stop to Edinburgh Comedy Festival. You can look it up on Facebook at Last Stop Edinburgh. It's on Twitter at Last Fest Stop, or at Last Stop Fest. That's it, yeah. But yeah, some of these acts, I can't reveal them just yet, but we will be revealing them on the podcast in the next couple of weeks. Some of these Edinburgh preview shows, we've got some kids shows and we've got a load of adult shows as well. And some of these comedians have been on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, Never Mind the Buzzcocks, Russell Howard's Good News, Have I Got News for You, Comedy Central, Roast Battle. Some have starred in Derek with Ricky Gervais, Murdering Successful with Tom Davis, Man Down with Greg Davies and Rick Mail, Being Human, Life's Too Short with Warwick Davies and Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, Harry Hill's TV Burp and Harry Hill's Club Night. Some of them have won major critically acclaimed comedy awards, and have had previously critically acclaimed festival shows as well. So what I'm basically trying to say to you is, we're not fucking about. This is going to be an amazing festival. So keep an eye out for the announcement. Go to the Facebook page, Last Stop to Edinburgh Comedy Festival. It's going to be absolutely mint, proper mint, I swear down. But they're all going to be held at the Georgian Theatre in Stockton on the 10th and the 11th, like I said, of July, a Friday and a Saturday. And it's just going to be proper mint, I swear down. Anyway, so once again, thank you very much. Be careful with all this bad weather that's been going on. Don't sneeze on people, because there's germs going around and you might get that Desperado virus or whatever it's called. So, and I suppose, we just got to keep believing, haven't we? So, up the Boro and believe.